and we are going to defy all odds. Maybe. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Mana Mana, and today we've got Invoke Zombies. We are going to be using Invoke Despair in a zombie deck. Now, how is this going to work? It's basically just a mono black zombie deck. Now, most of my zombie decks are blue and black, but this one's just mono black. I think it works very well. The early game just has a lot of, either discard, very cheap stuff, aggressive zombie creatures here, and then we also have for our 3-drops, Archghoul of Thraben and Headless Rider to protect ourselves from, Doom Scars and board wipes and whatnot. And then we're gonna have Invoke Despair, which is a wonderful card, as well as Ebondeath, Dracolich, which is just an awesome zombie dragon card. It is also the cover and our card sleeves. So let's see if we can take these zombies into the arena and eat some brains. But before we get into the gameplay, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already, and let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Shoop.jpg, how we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this puppy. See what we got going on here. This is a pretty solid hand. We do have the Shambling Ghast. Sometimes the Shambling Ghast feels a little bit awkward, but we are running 4 Invoke Despairs, hence the Invoke Zombie name. So Commune with Spirits, okay. This is rough. This deck is not meant to handle a whole lot of combo-y type of storm decks, so if this is Naya Runes or just a Selesnya Enchantments, it might get a little bit rough in here, and that's kind of what I'm thinking we got going on. We get another Invoke Despair, but that it might be it might be a little bit too late. I'm gonna drop this for whatever. We're gonna need the land here. I want to go for Headless Rider. Our mana or land, can't talk today. Our life might be at risk, so we'll go ahead and do that. We do have a Duress. Duress is nice, but we need land. We need land very badly. I guess we'll just drop this. Might as well. Yeah, we might as well. I was gonna say, I'm so paranoid that they're gonna drop like a Rune of Speed, and so I might want to block with the Shambling Ghast, but it is what it is. Fortunately, they're not playing anything, so this is pretty great. We're not getting our lands, and that is a very big problem. We're sitting on a beautiful Ebondeath that we can't get out either, but let's go ahead and just use Duress. What have they got in here? Wow. I don't know why wouldn't they play the Rune of Might on a land to draw? That's kind of weird to me. Hallowed Haunting's dead because they don't have enough white. Oh my god, they could have played the Plains, right? Wow, okay, so either way, that's a huge misplay, right? Like, I guess we'll just shut on the Scalds. That card has the most upside by far. We'll play down the Shambling Ghast and swing on in. And I don't see any Rune of Speeds. If I saw a Rune of Speed, I for sure would keep both Ghasts back just so we can get into Invoke Despair. This deck is like one of the worst matchups for us because Invoke Despair, the way that it resolves is even if you kill the creature first, they still get to play their rune. If that makes any sense. If we can get into it, I'll show you. So let's drop this, and I guess we'll swing with 1 Ghast just to kind of pressure them, just kind of confuse them. We'll just kind of give them a little confusion, And it does not work. They catch our bull off, unfortunately. But we can still flash in our Ebondeath, and it's not bad. But they are going to be able to use. Oh gosh, this is not going to be so good. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. We don't have the proper removal to deal with this. They're just going to be able to play all these for free. So Rune of Might. Okay. Oh, this is so rough. Okay, do your worst. How many runes can they play? There's another one. Okay. As long as we can get into these invokes, though. I mean, it's not over. Rune of Sustenance. This life gain is really bad, though. So, okay. Hopefully they just don't have another rune. Okay, Kami. Yeah, it is what it is, though. At least we can, we can probably recover here. Another rune. Oh, my God. I mean, I know that's a rune deck, but gosh, I mean... How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 in the opening. Yeah, I guess that's not like too crazy. If they drop another one, I'll be pretty salty. I mean, come on, come on. This is why no one. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I mean, we're gonna flash this in. It comes in tap, so that doesn't matter. We're gonna have to double block here. I guess the Naturalist would be better off than the Runeforged Champion, because this has got trample, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I think the Naturalist is more of a threat, right? The Runeforge Champion, yeah, let's do this. I think there's more Storm ability with the Jukai Naturalist, and we're going to be able to get a lot of our board back, because the Headless Rider does replace itself, so that's nice. I should have waited for the Ebondeath. I don't know why I just got... I'm tilted. In case you haven't wondered, I'm a little bit tilted, so don't play like me. You're going to wait until you play your Flash and your Ebondeath at the end step. Shoop. Okay, so Shoop is there. We do go down to 14, but we take out the Jukai, and that's pretty awesome. Now we're going to be able to create treasure token, get back our board, and we do get a swamp for just for kicks. Just for kicks, I suppose, and I'm just going to waste no time. Let's go for Invoke Despair. Now, again, the way this works is really, really unfortunate, because you do this, and we don't get the proper value from Despair, because as soon as the creature dies, they're going to be able to look at that. They're going to sacrifice that enchantment, and then we don't get the proper value. We top deck another land. All is bad. All is pretty bad here, not going to lie, so... Oh, what do we do? Do we swing in with everything except for Ebondeath? Because this thing has lifelink, so I think we just swing in with all these, just kind of hope and pray. I think we just swing with the Shambling Ghast, just in case they get rid of the Ebondeath. We can still block this out to double block it. We have to get rid of the board. That's why it's just such a problem. As long as they have, I mean, yeah, they got the land now. They've got Kami of Transients. They can go in for the Hallowed Haunting. So they do get a 3/3, but they don't get anything yet, which is nice. Okay, so we made a mistake by probably not swinging with the Ebondeath. I guess we'll drop this. Let's just go ahead and drop it. Again, it sucks so bad that they have these runes. This is the worst possible matchup. I don't think there's literally not a worse matchup that we could have right now. But we're going to try and persevere through it. We're going to kill the Kami. And then I hope they kind of get rid of... Let's see what they get rid of. Are they getting rid of the lifelink or the trample? They get rid of the lifelink. I think that is a mistake. We do get into the Ray of Enfeeblement, so that's pretty awesome. I'm just gonna use it right now. We have to just be aggressive here, so I'm just gonna use it right now. And that is wonderful. The Ray of Enfeeblement is really good versus mono white. So we're going to swing in here. Down to 6 they go. And yeah, I'm going to drop the Shaman. I think every single possible damage could be relevant here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, Hallowed Haunting is on the battlefield, and that is really unfortunate. But we can go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant for a little bit of menace action. And it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Especially, we'll see. Michiko's Reign of Truth gets another little 1/1, or 2/2 rather. Okay, and is that going to be it? Wow, we are going to sniff out. Again, this is the absolute worst matchup we could ever have, and it's looking good. We're just going to clear the path. We're going to kill this thing, and we're just going to swing on in, and we are going to defy all odds. Maybe, unless they've got something here, something crazy here. So a Seat of a Ganjo. Oh, is this? Hold on. And we're still gonna just barely have enough, but oh my gosh, what a close match, what an awesome match. Very cool. Irma's Net, how are we doing here? This is an okay hand, but we have to be a little bit careful because we might not be able to get into all of the mana sources here. So obviously we're sitting on Ray of Enfeeblement. Hopefully we're playing mono white. This would kind of elude me to see that. Oh, we're not. Maybe it could be Orzhov, I suppose, but we do see a Champion of the Parish. That is mega awkward. I'm gonna go for Champion of the Parish. I know that it's more mana efficient to go for Graf Reaver, but I just still have a feeling that maybe they've got some white in there somewhere. It's not looking too great, but we can also use Ray of Enfeeblement. And, okay, so they're going to use Warlock class. Okay. So it is what it is. Our little, mini gamble doesn't pay off, but, you know, yeah, it is what it is. So Warlock class is going to go off. Okie dokie. Blood on the Snow Turgid. Okay, interesting little deck here. Hopefully we can get into another land, and we do. Thank goodness, because that was about to get a little bit rough. We'll drop our beautiful Headless Rider, and we'll swing on in. 18 to 20. Not too bad, not too bad. Snow-covered swamp. And don't touch my Headless Rider. Come on, don't. Be nice. Be nice. Come on now. Do be gentle, Herma's net. So they are going to run. I mean, Blood on the Snow is really good. I'm seeing a lot less Blood on the Snow now versus what I have been, but it's really good still. And this is pretty mana efficient for us. I mean, we still get a creature out of this, so this works for me. Unfortunately, we are still sitting awkwardly on mana sources here, but it might not matter. We might just be able to just brute force our way in. So I'm gonna go for Graf Reaver. Graf Reaver is better than the Jadar right now, because we just swing in with these puppies. And Jadar is actually not a zombie. So if we get like board wiped or meat hooked or something, the Graf Reaver actually makes us another zombie, or makes us a 2/2 with the Headless Rider. So Elixir, okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. They're gonna gain a little bit of life here, so we gotta really turn on the jets. We gotta turn on the jets here. We do get a swamp, which is nice. We can flash in the Ebondeath Dracolich, but for now, I think we're just gonna swing in. Down to 7, which is pretty good here, and now we're not gonna have an opportunity to touch this Ebondeath, which is why I like it so much. It's very, very good, and even if they do have a Blood on the Snow, depending on what they have here, we might be able to kill them, especially if we get another land for the Invoke Despair. I love this alternate art as well. I mean, I just got this in the store. It's a very, very pretty. I like the original art too, so I'm just being a little extra, honestly, because they're both very good. Okay, what you got going on here? We do have the, I mean, the Elixir, I don't think is going to save them. This is a really good card for, like, control or whatever, but I don't think they're going to, like, get there. They are at 5. Meat Hook. Okay, so Meat Hook isn't the end of the world here, because we're going to be able to replace our board. Yeah, so, but they are going to gain life. Hold on, let me do some mental maths here. Are they, with the 5, so they're going to gain up to, what? So we only get 2 back here, and they gain 3 life, right? Oh, man. Okay, so we don't have lethal on the board here. So we have Ebondeath, but that's only 9 damage. Okay, well, we're going to have to just roll the dice here. But Ebondeath, we'll show you how Ebondeath does a lot of cool things. And we do get the swamp, so it's not even going to matter. Let's not even slow roll them. Let's go ahead and just go for Invoke Despair. It's going to hit them for 8. And we get another Invoke Despair just for fun. Just for funsies. And yeah, they're going to take away the Warlock class, but it's going to stab them for another 2, and that is going to be a good game. I'm really liking how this deck's playing out. We got the Ebondeath, baby. Let's go.